Hello, my name is Romina Garcia, and I'm going to present my midterm exam of the European Union. Well, first of all, the first question that I have to answer is which countries do I choose that are the most important countries in the European Union? And I choose Germany because for me, it's one of the most important ones to different reasons, starting by the fact that it is the largest economy in Europe, having a GDP per capita high, and well, they have a facility to do business with. It is a country where it is easy to open a business there, like as a citizen there and as a foreigner also. Well, one thing that is really important to say, in my opinion, is that it collides with 9 different countries. So this gives them the possibility to do business with all of them. And so the way of entry to this country, it is easy, like there are a lot of access. It is being a central location in Europe. It is one of the most popular countries and the largest markets in the European Union. I, in personal, have Germany in high standards, and I can give my opinion due to my experience living 1 year there. On my point of view, it is a country where the government cares for their citizens. Like putting an example, the public transports are in really high quality. Another thing is that people can go walking down the street. It doesn't even matter what time it is or if you're alone or not, you can feel safe there. And my point of view, is a very welcome country. Their institutions are really high. It is the country #1 in the European Union who invest the most amount of money on education, because they know that for a country to develop and to grow, they have to care for the roots. So that's why they care for the education of the kids. The second country that I choose, it is France. And it is, in my opinion, it is an important country. First of all, because it's the largest European Union country. It has a high GDP per capita, giving them a high quality life. It is the country number 3 who spends the most amount of money in education. Therefore, they have a quality in this aspect. French is the second language spoken around the world after English. So being an icon, it is an icon, their culture. It is their gastronomy, it is an influence around the world, and it's one of the principal countries visited all over around the world. The country number 3, it is Denmark, and I choose this one. Well, in my opinion, I really like it. Their surface is not really big, but they have a GDP per capita high, meaning their inhabitants have a good income to live with a good quality life. The cost of living there, it is not high, and their education is at the top 5. But even so, all of this, the country invests on their citizens. Like the taxes are high here for social causes, but the people can trust their government because they know that they're gonna do good with it. Well, in other aspects to take in consideration is their economic stability. And Denmark is being ranked at the top 10 countries on this index. Their level of health, as I said before, it is really high because, well, as I said before, the government invests on the citizens, and it is ranked at 93 out of 100 points. And something important to know is that their GDP keeps growing at least 1.5% year by year. Speaking of other criteria and not taking into consideration economic ones, the Danish people are known for being the happiest persons all over around the world. So this is because everything that I said before cares about it, like the good high quality of life that they have, the education that they receive, their health. So all of that comes in consideration for being the most happiest people around the world. Organization that can help to recover the European Union from the pandemic is the European Council, the Council of the European Union, because it is an organization who takes care of the laws, the policies, and distinct topics. And so that's why I decided it's the right one. At the beginning, I thought it was going to be the council. It was going to be the European Council, but they only take care of political matters. So this one, it is an important organization. So in order to able to recover, they are the ones that adopt the budget of the European Union, and it's something that they are gonna have to take care about. They will need to put money on inversions. There's gonna be the need also to do business with other countries. So the treaties are also run by them. And something that is going to be really important, they're going to have to take care of the security of the entire European Union. They also do it. So taking all of this in consideration, okay, of course, the economic part and all of that, but I think that's something obvious that in order to get out like after post-pandemic. So yeah, this one is going to be the right one because it involves like everything that is important to consider as a matter of economics, but also social ones. It's not only the pandemic that affect the economic, it also affected the social, it also affected the humanitarian. So it is everything, and they reunite once in a while to take care of all of these matters. The third question is the treaty that I think is like one that okay. The third question, I chose the treaty between Mexico and the European Union, and two things in favor is one point that favors the European Union is the facility for dealing imports from Mexico, being Mexico a country that counts with a diversification of vegetables and fruits, so they can have easy access. And another one is as people are not in Europe are not willing to work, or they don't have a lot of young people in some countries, they have created opportunities that are helping the two parties that are involved here. They are creating new jobs in order for the companies to grow. So that is something that is helping the European Union, but they're also working with Mexico. So they can grow with Mexican labor. And two things that are affecting that could affect in the future the European Union is that countries that do not want anything to do with Mexico, they could reject doing business with the European Union for having connections with Mexico. And the second one, it is that in case that Mexico has conflicts with the US that it has been having for the last couple of years, but in case this grows, it is something like tremendous. The European Union is going to be in the middle of the two countries that are having issues, so they're going to have to deal with the fact that which country they are going to be part of. Well, the members of the European Union that want to be part of one of them is Ukraine. And at the beginning, I was a bit concerned, like why this country right now, everything that is going on with the war and so. But looking at it, it could be a good movement that the European Union can do. Like at the moment, Ukrainians will do anything to be part of the European Union. There are a lot of countries that do not want to change their coin, as Czech Republic has been doing for like say until now. They haven't changed their coin. And like this thing, it could be like many others. So it will be the best thing that can happen to Ukraine, but we are looking to Europe right now, to the European Union right now. It could benefit them because on one hand they can see like the heroes. and in front of the entire world. And each country, in my opinion, will be willing to make business with Ukraine to do all the damages that they have suffered. It will help them to recover from the war. So all the countries that will be willing to do business with Ukraine will be doing business also with the European Union, so they can create more treaties and they will have more business. And also, one of the really important ones that I saw is that the fact that there's the war right now, it's been increasing the cost of a lot of different products in affecting mainly Europe. Right now, for example, the electricity during the winter, it's gonna be like over the top. So it's going to be something that could benefit them. Well, speaking about the fact that if the European Union is effective or it is bureaucratic, in my opinion, it is an effective structure, even though it is not proper for all the countries. It must be done by the right way, taking in consideration too many aspects like the European Union does. Every time that a country is gonna come to the European Union, they have to cover like a lot of aspects, making some sort of like a test. And I'm not only saying that it's effective in terms of economic, but also in terms of peace, humanitarian purposes, stability, prosperity. The countries that are part of this structure can feel safety that someone else has it their back in their economy, in everything, like everything that they go through, like they know that they're gonna have someone that has their back. Well, speaking about the verdicts part, the last question. In my opinion, I think it is something that is going to have a negative impact in the European Union countries. At the beginning, at the beginning, taking in consideration like many years, because it was one of the major players in so many aspects, speaking about economy, population, and some others. So it's gonna take the balance out of the European Union for a while. It's going to bring uncertainty to some countries, but some countries won't even feel it. Germany, for example, and France, probably they won't feel it because they are strong countries with strong macroeconomic stability. In the matters of international business, it could be more barriers, the labor mobility will be affected, the capital flows will go down. In general, there will be frictions in the economy of all the members. In my opinion, the country that will be more affected, first of all, it would be Ireland because it's the closest neighbor they have, followed by the Netherlands. It's not, in my opinion, not everything is bad. Like they can survive. Like I said before, countries won't even feel it. And they have the possibility to do business with them, like with the UK. And they have a good business relationship. They just wanted to get out of being part of their group.